All right, welcome guys. This is Rockford Family Eye Care. My name is Dr. Theodore Sees, and today we have a treat. We are here with Malachi. Malachi has a condition called keratoconus, and what keratoconus is where the front part of the eye, or the cornea, where a contact lens would sit, becomes warped or becomes very irregular due to, it's a genetic condition that can happen. It usually happens in the second to third decade. But Malachi, how old are you now?
14.
14. He obviously has caught it a little bit earlier than someone that normally would. But either way, he's got keratoconus, and he's had it for how long? Diagnosed?
I'd say since I was 6 or 7, so about 6 or 7 years.
Okay, so it's pretty young to be having a condition like keratoconus. With keratoconus, the front part of the eye, once again, the cornea is so irregular that you can't see well with a normal pair of glasses. Soft contact lenses just kind of fits the irregular shape of the eye like a glove, and so you don't really see great with a soft lens either. In many cases, what can happen is there might need to be a cornea transplant. Obviously, Malachi is not at that point. Hopefully, we're kind of progressing to stop that keratoconus progression. But basically, I just wanted to talk to you guys because not a lot of people know about scleral lenses and the treatments that it can do for keratoconus. And so I just kind of want to get some feedback from you about keratoconus and the scleral lenses. So, Malachi, you said you've had keratoconus for about 6 years, we'll say. What has your history been, or what was going on that you first decided or looked into some sort of an eye doctor of some sort? What was going on?
Well, it started out when I was younger. I would always wake up, or either just whenever the lights were turned on, I'd always cover my eyes because it always hurt my eyes. So then we started going to eye doctors, and for about 3 visits, they just said I was completely fine, and then after one, they diagnosed me with keratoconus. So
after a couple of visits, the first couple of visits, they said, "Oh yeah, your eyes are fine." Did they prescribe glasses or anything like that?
They
Nothing.
Just had 20/20 vision.
It's 20/20 vision, but you were obviously having some issues.
Yeah.
And then finally, after a while, they're like, "Okay, maybe there's something more going on," and they decided, or they are diagnosed with keratoconus, right, Mom?
Yeah, I don't think he was diagnosed with keratoconus until he was closer to 9 or 10.
Okay, so
we finally went to somebody at the university.
Yeah. Okay, so someone did. So you've seen a couple eye doctors in general.
Right.
They hadn't diagnosed you though.
I don't think
probably
they
a couple
caught
times
that
afterwards.
he had that. Yeah. Yeah. We knew there was something wrong, but we kept getting told there wasn't.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
So when he was 9, they did that X-ray that you do. And
Yep.
could see that there was that. Yeah. What you explained.
Exactly. What Malachi's mom is talking about is that's called a topography image, and a topography measures the steepness and the flatness of the front part of the eye. What we normally like to see is we like to see the cornea, the front part of the eye, we want it to look like a basketball, very spherical. But Malachi's eye, it kind of looks like, this is general terms, like there's a little nipple coming out because the front part of the eye steepens and it thins, and so then it kind of starts to sag. Very irregular. So once again, that's why you can't see well with a pair of glasses or a regular pair of soft contact lenses on top of it. All right, so what were the sort of treatments after you decided, or when they found out that you had keratoconus, what were some of the treatments that they did?
Well, they started out with giving me glasses, but they obviously didn't do anything with that.
It didn't help him.
Yeah.
Vision wasn't helped at all?
In the beginning stages it did, because it wasn't really progressive at that point, but he still couldn't see.
Still couldn't see, okay. And then after you did the glasses for a little bit, did you try other options?
Yeah,
as well?
we had the soft contact lenses.
Okay.
They helped, but not nearly as much as the scleral lenses.
So with the glasses, it helped, but then it wasn't great. Then you went to the soft lenses, which helped a little bit more than the glasses. And I remember when we first saw you, yeah, it was definitely an improvement, but still not great. So when you first heard about, or what made you start to research scleral lenses? Or just you were looking for other treatment alternatives, or?
So we did the soft lenses that were more of like a dome shape that kind of was straightening a little bit, but not totally.
This is more of a hybrid soft lens,
still, when he would do homework, he was still like up this close to the computer.
Yeah.
He had to sit in the front row in school. We had to arrange with the teachers so that he could see the board.
Sure.
But even like 5 months after we would get a prescription, he still couldn't see the board again. It was
It's the same thing.
So then so that's when we found you. I think somebody had told us about scleral lenses. They didn't explain any more about it. They just said they have these hard lenses, but let's do these ones first. But they just never really. He still struggled with seeing.
Sure. So we had our first evaluation, which was about a month and a half ago, and so you came in. We did some trial lenses, and then we ordered you actually a scleral lens. What was it like? Well, actually, let's go back a little bit. What was it like when I first put that scleral lens on your eye?
It was really it was a lot different than the soft ones,
Correct.
obviously, but
Correct.
they just felt so good. Like,
They felt right.
They felt good.
Now they're definitely larger than a regular soft lens, and they're hard too. But they have to be to create a brand new front surface of the eye. Remember, with keratoconus, the front part of the eye is very irregular, and you have to have a brand new front part of the eye to make it give you that clarity. So then we actually had you take the lenses home. What was I do remember though when you first picked up? I think it was your first pair, or maybe it was the same day we were doing trial lenses. What I remember the response. You said something about your hand. What is it that you had said?
It
was so clear. He was
like
sitting,
you could see your hand.
I put my hand up close, and I could actually see like my fingerprints and stuff like that.
Which is something that you hadn't had for a while with anything else that you had worn.
Yeah.
The other thing you said is you could see when he put his hand up, he could see everything in the background clear finally, and that's something he could.
Yes. That's the beauty of that's the beauty of a contact lens in general. But when you have keratoconus, there's so many more distortions that are going on that keratoconus gets rid of. Okay, so Mom was obviously pretty happy. We were really happy when we did that. So we ordered the lenses. He came back. With scleral lenses, it's a little bit more involved than just a soft lens. Usually soft lenses, when people have regular shaped eyes, you put it on, you're done, you're great. They're kind of mass produced. Whereas scleral lenses, they are customized, only going to work for you. It's a bigger lens, once again, because it has to completely vault your cornea. How was the process of putting them in and taking them out?
It was a little bit hard at first, like getting used to the way you put them in. But after a while, like a week, I'd say, it's just really easy. It
just comes naturally, right? But that's how anything is. Even when you put your first soft contact lens, it was kind of like that way too, right? So it's not difficult by any means, right?
Yeah, it's really easy.
And the comfort, how's the comfort in now?
I don't even I can't even feel them.
That's awesome. So we know we got the ease of putting them in and taking them out is really, really simple. The comfort's great, and the vision now. That's the best part.
Yeah.
What's your vision like?
Like in one of my classes, I got moved to the back after I got the lenses, and I could see the board so easily.
That's great. So just to kind of recap, so Malachi, when you first saw me about a month and a half ago, the best corrected vision in his glasses was 2200. So not very good. That's really bad, actually. Can you imagine being a 14-year-old in school trying to learn with 2200 vision? The best his corrected vision was with the soft hybrid lens was about 20/70, 20/50 in the other eye. So still not great, still technically not good enough to drive. But now your vision today with your scleral lens is better than 20/20. That's just fantastic, right? It's a good feeling. Mom, is this something that you would recommend to other parents that are going through this situation?
Absolutely. It's been totally different for him. I remember when we first sat down and he didn't even have the prescription in, but you had the lenses on his eyes. Yeah. And he said, I can see that face over there. I can see faces. Like he couldn't see faces very clearly, which is really crazy for me to imagine. But he also said one thing that I thought was interesting is he said, I feel like I see in 3D now. I was like, do you know what that means? And I'm like, I see everything in 3D.
Exactly.
That's how I see. And so that was really neat because I didn't realize a lot of the times. I know I could see that he was having to look up really close at things, but
You don't understand it.
I don't understand. No,
because
he could
we
see my freckles. He could.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that I didn't realize he could see my freckles.
Right. Because we take that for granted. But for someone who doesn't have that, and then they get it, it's pretty amazing.
Right. Yeah, and it was fall when we left the building with my contact lenses, and like all the leaves are all red and yellow. So it was just really cool. Like I could see
individual leaves. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so Malachi, if you could sum up the scleral lenses in just 1 or 2 or 3 words, what would you say?
I would say game changer.
Game changer, that's fantastic. So the next steps that we would do is, obviously, we're going to continue your care with the scleral lenses. We're also going to look into corneal cross-linking. Because he is so young, we want to stop and slow down that keratoconus. He's having great, fantastic vision now. The problem with keratoconus is sometimes it can progress, but we're going to take the next steps to see if we can slow that down. If you'd like to learn more information about scleral lenses, keratoconus, or any of the conditions of the eyes where a scleral lens would work well for you, just give us a call at 616-951-7115. Once again, this is Dr. Theodore Sees with Thrive for Family Eye Care. Thanks for watching. You can follow us on Facebook or watch our YouTube videos for more. Thank you.